Magical thinking is a belief about the possibility of influencing reality through symbolic mental actions or through thoughts. This is a special way of thinking that implies a conviction of a person that there is a connection between things which cannot be tracked by any logic. Let's say serendipity, soulmates, believing in destiny, believing in fate. Those are not explainable logically things. And people with magical thinking apply those beliefs in their daily life. What I want to talk today about is pitfalls of a magical thinking. Hi, my name is Romenska. I'm a certified life coach, and we are talking today about magical thinking. At the dawn of civilization, primitive people had relationship with reality, with nature, by means of sacrifices, symbolism, and believing in many gods. With the help of ritual of magic, primitive people thought, or they had an illusion of being in control of something that is unpredictable and unexplainable, because people in their human nature are terrified of everything that is unknown. His perception of himself is reduced to the perception of his needs and his desires. A newborn wants to eat. So what the mother does, the mother feeds him. If he is cold, she covers him. There you go. A newborn, or later on a child, receives magic. He receives exactly what he wants, not contributing anything in that. A lot of people who have magical way of thinking are stuck in that period of their childhood where magic happened for them and was arranged for them by primary givers. Further, growing up, the child contributes that omnipotence to his caregivers or parents. They take care of him, making that magic for him happen. In theory, the next step of psychological maturity is admitting the fact that humans are mortal. There is no afterlife where we will get all benefits or punishment. Freud calls this as a scientific worldview. A person should admit that there are only laws of nature. Responsibility for life lies only on shoulders of a human. In modern society, there is a popularization of pseudoscience, so-called anxious knowledge, that promises you all the knowledge of who you are, who you need to be, what program is written for you, when you're supposed to die or to do in this life, if you commit in that type of religion. All those messages that you receive on Instagram or elsewhere about Dr. ... who will magically fix the problems in your relationship, who will put an incredible spell on your spouse so that spouse will come back. That is exactly a magical thinking. People who buy that lies represent magical way of thinking the most. Divination, evil eye, tarot readings, psychics, karma, reincarnation, astrology, evil eye, black cats, rituals for finding you're the one. All these represent magical thinking. One of the basic pitfalls of magical thinking is the illusion of the world being simple, in order, and fair. This concept is introduced to a kid through spiritual implementation, where he thinks that through good deeds he will receive reward, and if he's bad he will receive punishment. A lot of people are stuck with the idea that if I do something good, there is nothing bad cannot happen to me because it's not fair to me. So they are devastated and shocked when something bad happens to them because they think that they don't deserve it. The reason why they cannot accept another idea of chaos in the world is because for our psyche, it's very difficult to do so. We want things to be controlled, in order, and explained. Humans are terrified for the unknown. They want to know their future. They want to be in control of that future. They want to predict and then to prevent. Another pitfall of magical thinkers is a sense of self-importance. When I know how to interpret a tarot cards, when I am in a special relationship with God, and you are not, you didn't meet Jesus yet, you didn't invite him in your life, I am special, I am superior, I know more, I see things that you don't see. So superiority is another pitfall of magical thinking. Too often, we get in trap of thinking that if we wear a t-shirt, a lucky dress, that it's gonna work. And from psychological point of view, it does make sense and it works, but only in terms of one thing, because we feel more confident and relaxed. We believe in ourselves. But if it doesn't work, this level of being upset, of being depressed is incredible. We can't believe that that magic didn't work for us. Magical thinking is childish and infantile. It manifests in the position of transferring responsibility on somebody else. God will reward me in next life. It's okay. Somebody offended me. Karma will catch him. Karma will punish him. Karma will show him his way. One of the most dangerous things that can happen is self-prophecy. When we strongly believe so much that we've been cursed or our generation's been cursed, that we need to change our program for life, that this is unchangeable, this is my destiny, or when we're expecting God to show us signs, when we say to God, please show me the sign, am I doing it right? Show me some way. What happens here is infantile approach to the issue. A child wants a support of adults. An adult fixes his problems himself. He might need a support, but not somebody to make a decision for him. Metaphorically speaking, a child expects the milk to flow into his mouth, and it does. And if that milk doesn't flow, the guilt is on the mother. The same way of thinking happens with magical thinking. Everybody else, circumstances, teacher, my boss, my wife, everybody else or anything else has guilt. I do not. It doesn't depend on me. God doesn't want me to do this. God showed me the right way. Or because I don't have it, it's only because God doesn't allow me to. He wants me to have something greater than this. An adult is aware of his limitations. A kid is not. He has been told about his limitations. A kid listens to his parents. Adult makes decisions on his own. So what conclusion would I like to draw here? Magical thinking helps the psyche to adapt, to surpass stress. But here is a trick. We as humans are unable to learn foreign language through hypnosis. As humans, we are incapable knowing the future. What we can learn is not to be afraid of that future, even just because it's unknown for us. As humans, what we can do is not to be afraid to meet that future, even making mistakes, and then to learn from those mistakes. The main difference between magical thinking and adulthood is that you take responsibility for your life. You don't rely on anybody else in your life. You are responsible for your happiness. And the main ingredient here is your critical thinking. Only by means of critical thinking, you're able to check what is going on with the reality. Thank you for watching. Please leave comments and likes, and I'll see you next time.